A warm welcome. In this video, I answer a question from Silke. Dear Sylvia, many channels are saying that we must make a decision this autumn, whether we want to enter the new world or stay in the old one, with all its consequences. How does such a decision work, consciously or unconsciously? I definitely want to choose the new world. Do you have any tips on what the phase of moving into the new world could look like? And yes, I will give you an answer, dear Silke, to this question today. But first, before I begin, I have to say, there is more just than one truth. There are many layers of perceptions, and you are always allowed to feel which truth resonates with you. And what I share with you today comes from a higher energetic level, from the connection with the spiritual world and the beings of light who support us during this time. And when I feel into this question, whether we must make a decision in the autumn to choose the new world or remain in the old one, I immediately sense a tension, an expectation, a pressure, as if there was some kind of cosmic deadline. But that is not how consciousness works. And this is exactly what I want to talk about today. Maybe it helps to stop thinking of it as a single decision made with the mind, and instead understand what is happening on the level of timelines and how that influences you. And most importantly, everything, really everything, energetically speaking, begins within you, not outside. Timelines are not fixed. They are possibilities, frequency paths, and you do not jump onto one with a big bang. You shift into them through your inner alignment. This means you do not have to decide in a yes or no, now or never kind of way. It is more about becoming aware that your daily thoughts, actions, choices, even your vibration are already moving you onto a new timeline. Not in a certain month, but in every moment. So if you long for the new world, do not ask, when is it coming? Ask instead, have I already arrived there, inside myself? Do I feel it in me? Do I live it in my relationships, in my truth, in my presence? This is where deeper principles come in, universal laws that can guide you. If you want to learn to align more fully with your energies. And very, very important is that this starts not with a mental decision, but with an inner vibration that follows the call you feel. Everything you experience on the outside is ultimately a resonance of your inner world. You do not just attract things, you move into fields that match your frequency. And by the way, you do not have to stress about making the right choice. You always make the right choice. Your free will works on a much higher level. Not because you say, I want to go in the new world now, but because you begin to align your thinking, feeling, and acting with it. You start to notice where you still limit yourself energetically, where you do not really believe in yourself, where you think the world is bad, and then you experience exactly that. Awakening means seeing this clearly, where you still make yourself small, where you put yourself into a small box, even though you are a great spiritual being, having a temporary human experience. But you have simply forgotten who or what you really are. Awakening means seeing what no longer fits you. And as you stop waiting and begin to change your life, everything changes in every moment. Your mindset, your beliefs, your feelings, your thoughts, and with them, your timeline. And whether that happens in autumn or not, it is never about an outer calendar date. It is always about an inner shift. The new world does not appear because you run away from something. It comes into being because you begin to remember. There's no deadline. There's no date that you can miss, and then it is too late for the new world. Remember who you are and live it. Live beyond roles, patterns, and expectations. You cannot experience the new world while trying to force yourself into something or waiting for the outside world to finally change. The new world arises when you let go of what no longer matches your true nature. And maybe you feel it already. You are in the middle of the transition, even if you would not have called it that way. Outwardly, you may still function, but inwardly, things feel more and more out of place. You get tired more quickly in conversations that feel empty. You have less patience for superficial things. You withdraw more often, not to escape, but because you truly crave depth. Your body is more sensitive. You notice faster what is not good for you. And sometimes you feel strange, like you are between two worlds. And yes, that's true. It is really like you are between two worlds. But there is never a step backward. And nothing is wrong. And if you feel this chaos, this is a sign of the shift. You are already on your way because you have started to stop doing something, pretending, bending, adapting. Your energy system is reorganizing itself. And yes, this can feel chaotic, heavy, or confusing at times. This is where an energetic law begins to work, a law that is often forgotten. Your reality follows your inner frequency, not the other way around. You do not need to wait for the world to become new in order to feel safe. It is your inner vibration that decides which reality you experience. Another important principle is your free will of your soul, not your mind. And not in the sense of daily decisions, but as an inner direction. When you open up from within and allow yourself to remember who you really are, you automatically move into a new timeline, not through control, but through awareness. And maybe you already feel that things are changing without doing much. Old patterns simply dissolve. you let go, and suddenly something feels lighter. This is the law of unfolding. Consciousness does not grow in a straight line. It unfolds in waves, in impulses, in moments of clarity. This is how the new world begins, not with an explosion, but with a quiet stillness, with a soft voice inside that says, "This is not me anymore. This feels like home. This is the way I move forward." Maybe it also helps to understand more deeply the laws that are always active, whether you are aware of them or not. You exist. You exist. And that may sound simple, but energetically, this is one of the deepest truths. Because if you exist, it means you're not here by accident. You did not just show up one day, and you will not simply disappear the other day. Your existence is proof that you are part of something greater, consciously chosen, consciously present. And that also means there is no scenario in which you could miss the new world. You could not miss it because everything is frequency, and your frequency determines your version of Earth. That's all that is needed. And because you exist, you are always at the right place. Many people feel during this transition, because we are in a transition, they feel that they could miss their chance. But the first law reminds you, you are already inside it. You exist. You are here because you are meant to be here. You are here because you are needed. You cannot step out of the process of awakening. You cannot step out of the process of awakening. You cannot step out. You are the process itself. You are the process. And everything exists here and now. And it exists also in you. Everything. I know you cannot grasp it with your mind. You have to open your heart to feel. And there is no outer moment you have to reach in autumn. All possibilities, all timelines, all versions of you, they exist now, not later, not someday, but in this very moment. You do not move into the new world someday. You choose in every single moment whether to connect with it or not. Not through a big decision, but through a small inner movement. How you think, how you feel, how you breathe, how you see yourself. Whether you pull back in fear or open up to trust, clarity and truth. The here and now is the only doorway you can ever enter, and it is always open. So it is a misunderstanding to think you need to wait for a specific moment, a cosmic turning point in autumn, a light code that would finally set you free. You are the doorway, and you can cross it at any time. The one is the all, and the all is the one. You are not separate, never separate. Not from source, not from other people, not from the earth. You are part of a living, intelligent field of consciousness. And everything you think, you feel, or change sends a ripple energy into the bigger field. And this creates something important, your reality. So, what have you to do to enter the new world? It is really, yes, of course, it is an inner decision you should make. But you cannot miss the chance. This kind of thinking to miss something is an illusion. You are never separate from anything. And it's all about your consciousness. And visible and invisible, it is about your consciousness. When you shift your energy, then everything shifts into the world that resonates with your energy. When you stop playing small, then you give yourself the permission to rise your frequency and experience the new world. And this is not grown from isolation. It grows from recognizing your deeper connection. And this is why there is no right or wrong way, no better or worse path, only different expression of the one greater consciousness. So you see, it is not about one decision at one moment in time. It is about your daily alignment, your awareness, how you feel, how you think, and how you position yourself right now. And everything that happens now. There is no future where you will eventually arrive. If you dream of the new world, remember, it is not tomorrow, it is about now. The frequency of the new world is always available through you, through now. You are connected to everything because everything is connected to you. You are not just one person who has to make it all happen. You are part of a greater web, and every step you take in love changes the whole. What you send out will come back to you, not as a reward, but as a mirror. When you start to see yourself differently, the world responds differently. This is not just a spiritual wish, it is a basic energetic law. And the one thing that never changes is this. These laws always work, whether you doubt, hope, or struggle. The question is not whether they work. The question is whether you want to remember how to use them. Many people think that if they do not get everything right, they will miss the new world. But your soul does not miss anything. Your soul does not miss anything. Your soul is always on the right path because you are energy. You are an expression of your soul. Your frequency is an expression of your soul. And that is the most important. You are always right. The new world exists, yes, but you can only enter it when you begin to resonate with its energy. If you feel that you want to go deeper into this shift, into your energetic truth, then I'm here to support you. I am here to support you. Because this is the gift of this time. You can work with your frequency. You can shape it, refine it, and raise your frequency. As your new inner alignment, as your new natural state of being. When you begin to work with your energy, something powerful opens up. Your thoughts become clearer, your body begins to heal, you start attracting different experiences, not because you try to think positively, but because you are aligned with a different reality. And that changes everything. Your relationships, your daily life, your sense of purpose, your connection to the earth and to the highest essence. When you are anchored in your true frequency, you stop fighting. You begin to have real impact. And from this power, the new world begins to emerge through you, in you, now. If you feel that you want support on this path, if you want to connect with your highest frequency, to live this new world here and now, and help to bring it literally to earth, then feel free to book a first call. We will show you how to walk this process with awareness and how to connect with your true potential, to live a life that truly fulfills you. I look forward to meeting you. Thank you so much for listening. Share this important video and do not forget, never forget, I love you.